right. We are live. Hello, everyone. It's Jonathan with Circuit, and just a little bit of warning. So my internet connection's been very weird lately. Hopefully, everything stays intact. I'm actually trying to. There was like a last-minute update for Trials Fusion, the game that we'll be playing today. So I'm currently doing that. Hopefully, that goes well. Ghost, awesome to see you. Tim, great to see you. Love the live stream as always. About to hit 2,000 subscribers. Awesome. Dan, how's it going? Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, so I mean, this is of course my trademark, but there's a lot going on in Circuit. there's a lot going on in the world as we've seen lately. I know there's been a lot of people have been talking about like I guess just the recent news or the recent, however you want to put it. It's, I mean, of course I won't go too in depth with it, but it's really just wild to see everything that's going on. But so cryptocurrency is going up right now. Queen Kitten, thanks so much for being here. Awesome to see you as always. So cryptocurrency is going up. My portfolio is looking great. I actually mentioned this in numerous last live streams, but the looting. I mean, we like the events that led up to everything, and it was actually interesting. The mayor made some comments and remarks which were kind of odd. Didn't really make too much sense of what he was saying, but I know a lot of people, especially in social media, are doing their outtake on it. It's just it's really been a snowball effect. All these events that have been occurring is really building up to something big, and now we see the outlash from it. It's definitely I'm really not sure what's going to occur next, if the rioting or the looting or however is going to continue, if there's going to be really any type of closure to this. So I know Martin Luther King III had made a lot of comments of what was going on recently. So just staying up to date. SpaceX did launch today. That was really awesome to see. That's the first time that there's been a shuttle launch within the United States in 9 years, I believe. So definitely making history. Really awesome. Hadn't checked on Oh, it's low? Alright, let me fix that. Alright, that may be a little bit better. I'll just put the mic in front of my face. That might help a little bit. So Byrick did add another 0. And let me just know if the mic audio is too wild. Much better? Okay, perfect. Thank you. Yeah, Byrick did add another 0. And when I first saw this, I had my own thoughts on it. I know Gravix is another cryptocurrency exchange that had the 0 added to it. If anyone's not familiar with what I'm talking about, it's in regards to the Satoshis. Satoshi is 0.07, or I'm sorry, 7 zeros and a 1, and that's the lowest amount of a Bitcoin. But now they're going to like decimal points of a Bitcoin. There's different ways to look at it. Yes, that means the lowest that a cryptocurrency price could go is now much lower. Not much lower. I'm not going to say it's dramatically lower, but it is very different. But granted, as Bitcoin goes up, I believe it's going to level itself out. Once Bitcoin breaks over 20,000, goes into 50,000, if that's some people are saying 1 million, however. I think everything's going to level out. And I'll actually be talking about that a little bit in regards to cryptocurrency, what's going on. I have mentioned in the past live streams that everything is starting to level out. We did see spikes in momentum up to a little over 10,000, and that was in regards to, I believe, the Bitcoin halving. Now that that's concluded and we're starting to really pull back, but we are consolidating. We're basically setting new price standards, I guess you could say, in regards to people who are used to Bitcoin being at a certain price, I guess a decade ago. And we did see it break over 10,000. Then it came back down to about 3,200, 3,400. And now we're starting to push up. If anyone's not too familiar with, I guess, the psychology behind the market, you have people that want to buy it, people that want to sell it, and also people that want to short sell it, which means they want to make money when it goes down. So there's always a constant battle, and it's really in regards to the bulls and the bears, which is kind of a terminology in investing, but who's actually going to be the victor. As we see with certain type of news or anything that really does drop, there's going to be one side that overcomes. In regards to SpaceX, I was actually just looking at it a little bit more, and Elon has really done a lot. I mean, he's, in regards to Tesla, people have their own thoughts on Elon. With Tesla, he did a lot of stuff that wasn't by the books in regards to in the stock market, saying that there was a secured price of $420 per share. Obviously, you're not supposed to do that. And they went about how they did in regards to, I guess, not so much like reprimand, but there had to be something done so he wouldn't continue to do such things. But going with SpaceX now, and we did see the shuttle take off. It's Elon's definitely, I believe, public view, he's a really light guy. He's a visionary, I will say that. But visionaries don't play like by the book. They have their own way of thinking, in my thought. So if they were by the book and they went everything of how society has, I guess you could say, programmed people to think, then there wouldn't be an Elon Musk. So, but yeah. So in regards to Circuit, and I actually wrote a few things down, and I believe one of them is under my mic. So this was actually mentioned in regards to a proof of stake pool. If anyone's not familiar with pools, you'll actually see this a lot more with cryptocurrencies. Their difficulty is through the roof. And also, if anyone does have any questions whatsoever, please let me know. I know I can go on a rant for quite some time, so so if you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to drop it in the comment section. But so a pool is really just people gathering their difficulties together, or really in regards to, if the difficulty is very high as it is with Bitcoin, more than likely one specific address isn't going to be able to grab the reward from the block. When Bitcoin first dropped, I believe the reward per block was 50 Bitcoin. We look at 50 Bitcoin today and we're like, wow, that would be wild. But at the time, Bitcoin being under a penny, 50 Bitcoin really wasn't anything. So it was mentioned that someone wanted to see Circuit in a proof of stake pool. I've actually looked into this more in depth, and we are, again, definitely looking into it. I know there's a lot of other cryptocurrency projects that are in a pool. So I'm definitely make sure to keep the community up to date with this. I do actually want to go over to the Circuit Faucet. So the Circuit Faucet is about to reach 10,000 community payouts, which is definitely awesome. I mean, not even being open publicly for a year, and we're about to reach over 10,000 payouts. So the promo code that we currently have going is Circuit Racing 2020. If you actually enter Circuit Racing 2020 in the promo code section right here. Monkey wrench. What was that for? I don't know what that promo code was for. But if you actually place it within the promo code section, then you have a chance up to 500 more Circuit. And I believe there's 200 uses to this. So once those 200 uses are gone, then the promo code basically goes away. So there actually are additional vehicles that have received the Circuit logo wrap in Forza 7. We do have, there's actually 2 Porsches and there is a Toyota. So thank you, Dan, so much for putting those wraps together. It actually takes a lot of time to do. And we do see that there is a lot of feedback in regards to people that are downloading. It's over 500 downloads, and that was just as of, I believe, almost a month ago. So I'm sure it's much more than that. But yeah, so in regards to those 3 vehicles, there will be a showcase that comes out, and it's probably scheduled for tomorrow. So definitely be on the lookout for tomorrow for the showcase. The newsletter, if you're not subscribed to the newsletter, is free. It's actually in the description below. The newsletter, you just go there, you enter your email address, and whenever we push out a newsletter, then it just goes straight to you. So there's going to be a lot of news within the newsletter, which, you know. But, okay, so in regards to cryptocurrency, if anyone isn't familiar, Samsung is actually working with Gemini. This is the exchange. If anyone's not familiar, and let me see, right here with the Winklevoss twins. So they are actually two individuals that were into Bitcoin like when it first dropped. So they were like one of the first miners in Bitcoin. Of course, now, I mean, they've made a lot of money off Bitcoin. But so they are actually teaming up with Samsung, and they're saying that it's actually going to drop where individuals in the United States will have access on their Samsung to purchase, trade, store cryptocurrencies. This is a big push in the right direction. Just being able to see that the integration, and not only just the integration, but the user friendly of it, for people that have a wallet already on their cell phone, they can already trade cryptocurrencies and store cryptocurrencies. Then it's just more streamlined. It's not like 10 years ago where you would have to go hoops of fire to actually have a Bitcoin address, and then actually going through the exchange was not like it is today. It's much more simple today, and some people actually think that it's like really difficult. Like, oh, I got to get Bitcoin, then I got to transfer it over to this exchange, and then but like 10 years ago, it was much more difficult. So a lot of people are saying, well, I wish I invested in Bitcoin, 10 years ago or however. But at the time, it was just more difficult, and that's the reason that people weren't doing it, is because it was just so in depth. And I mean, granted, there's more reasons, but I believe that's one of the big ones. So the store, and I actually just go back over here. So we go to the shop now. The Circuit merchandise, and I actually just go ahead and click on that. But so the Circuit merchandise, we've actually had that release for I believe for 2 or 3 weeks, but when you actually go here, and again, I do apologize for the internet being very slow, and that's kind of what happens when my internet is being like this. But so I guess I'll just have to roll with it like this. But the merchandise had dropped about 2 or 3 weeks ago. You can get the T-shirt. I'm currently wearing the T-shirt. There is bags in there. There's also stickers that you can purchase. Now, if the shop is actually going to be nice, and let me go here as well. But in regards to the Steam games and the gift cards, oh, awesome. You actually can use Circuit cryptocurrency when purchasing these games and gift cards. Granted, the gift cards are currently out of stock, but they will be back in stock in the very near future. We'll actually have more games placed within the store. I believe it's the beginning of next week. So if anyone is wanting to see more games in our inventory, or however, early next week we'll be able to see more of that. Vault Watch is a big thing that's been talked about recently, and the real big thing is in regards to the profit calculator. So whatever amount of Circuit that you are staking, and for people that aren't familiar with staking, it's just in regards to having your wallet open to an internet connection, and when you're putting this coin amount up for stake, then you're able to get free Circuit, because you're assisting the network in finding the next block. With every block that's hit, is going to be more Circuit into circulation. So you can actually put, if you put 500,000, which is equivalent to a masternode, you'll be able to see the returns for the daily, weekly, monthly, and annual. We can see that a masternode is over 500% return on your investment. We can see staking compounding is over 230%. If you're not compounding, which I don't really foresee that, because normally within the wallet you are compounding, but for some reason you're not compounding, it's still over 100% return, which is definitely awesome to see. Again, a lot of people are really enjoying the profit calculator, which is awesome, and definitely glad to be on Vault Watch. Okay, so another thing that I mentioned in the last live stream was in regards to Your Crypto Daily. Your Crypto Daily basically does streaming of cryptocurrency analysis, basically talking about the next Bitcoin. Everyone wants to know the next Bitcoiner, however. And I actually would host these live streams. It was quite regular, and definitely a privilege to be on the show. So I actually reached out to the owner of the channel and asked if I could be back on the show to do a hosting and do a cryptocurrency analysis. He said that it was fine. So I will be doing that in the very near future. Really excited about that. It's definitely awesome for people to give me an idea of what they've invested in, how long they've invested in it, and my thoughts on it. Now, granted, everything would be my thoughts. It isn't any type of investing advice or official investing advice, but it's just nice to get someone's point of view on a cryptocurrency project and what you think about it. Everyone has their own ideas in regards to cryptocurrency projects, but it really just comes down to the return on investment and if you're going to make money out of it. Everyone knows like my feelings on different cryptocurrency projects, but at the end of the day, if it's a good investment opportunity, then that's really what it comes down to. So one thing I did want to show, and I actually haven't covered this for quite some time. What is this? Okay, I'll deal with that later. So the overall, just the cryptocurrencies that are taking place. And one thing that I did want to point out that some people may not really be seeing is that, I really not that long ago, I would say 6 months or a year, maybe not that long, when you looked at the top 10 cryptocurrencies in regards to their market cap, normally the top 10 or the top 9 would have a market cap that was over $1 billion. So, that was really the big thing, and that's why it was the top 10. I mean, it's still the top 10, don't get me wrong, but the reason that it was the top 10 is normally when you crossed over into that top 10, then your cryptocurrency project was valued over $1 billion. Now we can actually see that number 17, Tron, and who knows how long Tron's actually going to stay there, but number 17 is now where the $1 billion market cap begins. We can see a lot of cryptocurrency projects that are crossing over into this $1 billion, milestone. And it's really awesome to see because that just shows really where your investment is going to take you in the near future. For people that may not, have too much of an idea of how everything is positioned, because I know a lot of people want XRP to, be $1 billion a coin or however, but you really just have to look at the market cap. And if the market cap, if you take a look at it right now, let's say that XRP goes up to $2 a coin, that means that basically the market cap is going to be pushing $100 billion. Of course, it's possible because that occurred in 2017 where XRP was at $3.84. But I think there's just a lot more movement that has to occur. We can also see that the market cap is $273 billion. In 2017, it was around 839 or however billion dollars. So if you were to take all of this, multiply it by 4 or about 3.5, then you can get an idea of where all the prices would be. Granted, Bitcoin would already be breaking $20,000, which is the all-time high, which, now we're really on track. This is really crunch time for anyone that wants to start a portfolio in cryptocurrency. And I've been talking about this for years, but right now is really prime time to do so. I know a lot of people are less prone to because, of course, cryptocurrency is this thing that supposedly is a big scam and it's not going to go anywhere. But I'm sure, I know people have been saying that for 10 years now with Bitcoin when Bitcoin was less than a penny. And now that it did push over $20,000 a coin, this is one of the best scams, I guess you could say, for people to actually make money. So, it's not even to a secluded amount of people or however. Anyone can make crypto or make profit off of a cryptocurrency as long as they know what they're doing. I'm not sure what's going on with the trading view, of course, with the internet connection not being the best. So yeah, with the games, definitely more will drop in the near future. With the newsletter will be coming out, I would say tomorrow. So if you aren't subscribed to the newsletter, please do. It's a free service. Now, another thing that I do want to touch on, and again, this was touched on the last live stream, but the circuit-hosted races is definitely a big thing. This is definitely a step in the right direction for Circuit. Being able to host different games, and this would actually be in regards to, hosting different races in regards to Forza 7, Forza Horizon 4. This is definitely something that I'm very excited about. Being able to bring drivers together and really highlighting what circuit is about. There's really, of course, there is a lot of planning that goes into this, but really all the time and the effort that goes into it is really worth the output of being able to have drivers together, showcasing Circuit, the first racing cryptocurrency. And I have mentioned this in the past. I mean, it's difficult in the fact that being the first racing coin, there is no schematic. There's nothing that you can go off of what's occurred in the past. It's really just setting the trend, and Circuit is setting the trend for that. So, of course, thank you so much to the Circuit staff, fellow founders of Circuit. It's definitely a lot of work. And, we've been at it for almost 2 years now. We have been publicly released for a year, but going on 2 years of planning process, because Circuit was in planning much longer for everything. It'd be nice if there was in regards to the Circuit races. But yeah, just, really excited about that. Again, for anyone that may have not heard, for the Circuit faucet, our promo code right now is Circuit Racing 2020. And this is up to 500 free Circuit when you type in the promo code. Actually, go back over to the main site. Oh, yeah, definitely, Dan. Yeah, it would be nice. We have somewhat, and not saying that there's not a plan, because obviously there is a plan in Circuit, but being able to see, we do have an idea of cryptocurrencies, how cryptocurrencies go about everything. There is a plan in Circuit. There's multiple plans, but being able to see where the cryptocurrencies, succeeded and fell short and all that, it would just be different. It would be much different. But, I think that just brings a lot of excitement to Circuit, just because, it gives you full reign of how you're going to go about the project. And it's much more rewarding being the first cryptocurrency project that's focusing on the competitive racing scene, compared to being the 50,000th private coin that didn't live up to the standard of whatever. I think that's where a lot of people focus a lot is, are we going to be as good as this project? Are we going to be as good as that project, or however? And I think that just really puts a strain on the project altogether, just because you're focusing more on being better than this other project where you're not really focusing on the innovation within your own project. That's just kind of an idea that I have, but really excited for the hosted races within Forza. This is, again, a really, really big thing, and I definitely want to make sure that is highlighted. There's just so much that can go off of this in regards to the races. So really excited about that. I have mentioned this in the past. Tony within marketing, in regards to doing his live streaming or even his videos, it doesn't really have to be live streaming per se, but really just showcasing. He does a lot of drifting in the different Forza games, so we've actually got him all set up with everything that he needs, and we'll be doing really just some I guess just really just different tests to make sure that everything is going smooth on his computer. Of course, when you're streaming or when you're really doing any type of videos, in regards to what game you're using, it's going to be using a lot of, goodness, I can't really think of the word, but it's just going to, really every computer is going to act differently when it comes to any type of streaming or any type of video recording. So just making sure that he's all set and good to go. Let's see. So I actually just want to run through the slides. Dan did recreate a lot of the slides that will be shown, and they look phenomenal. They always do. Dan does phenomenal work. So this is actually the sponsors and partners. We can see that this is recreated with the new Circuit logo design, the Circuit wrap. And it really looks amazing, so definitely awesome to see that. Of course, I always like to go through the drivers that are sponsored by Circuit. We have 3223 Racing. We do have Mike Belanger within the sports truck. Scott Dinin is in the legend car. Angela is within the dragster. And again, with all these drivers, you can actually find their information in the description below. Trent is late model stock car, but also does iRacing, so it's always fun to watch him race in iRacing. Rob, we do have primarily a pure stock driver. The helmet's awesome. Christian West is the primary in-house iRacer. Definitely a phenomenal driver. Also, we do have the circuit YouTube subs, 285. I love the slide. It really looks just amazing. We do have the circuit follower count as well at 4,150. There will be, again, a giveaway that does take place celebrating the 4,000 followers that we have crossed over. Again, that's going to be in the very near future. I would say next week, if not the week right after. Of course, this is just highlighting the 2020 racing lineup. So we can see all the drivers and the primary vehicle that they do race. Again, some of the drivers do race other vehicles. Like I had said earlier, we did have Trent, the late model stock driver, but he also does iRacing. Christian West is iRacing, but he also does race go-karts. So it's always awesome to see hybrid drivers being able to race different vehicles. So let me go ahead and switch over. So yeah, the Trials Rising is updating. I'm not quite sure how long it's going to take. Again, the internet is being very odd tonight, but just got to go off of that. So again, if anyone does have any questions whatsoever or comments or anything, please let me know. Definitely always love being here, seeing what the community, what everyone has on their mind, what they like to see in the near future. Again, there is a lot of stuff that's going to be coming to circuit. The racing is the big one, but not only the racing, there are plans that are put in place in regards to the marketing of how we're actually pushing out circuit. It's very in-depth, but there is a lot of work that goes into it, but it's very exciting and very rewarding. And, really being able to showcase to the community what circuit is all about. The design work, as you can see in the homepage right here, is just phenomenal. So definitely a thank you to Dan. Thank you to Digi. Thank you to the staff members within Circuit. There's definitely just a lot that really just, and I keep on saying, but there is really just a lot of work. So it's amazing to see that this project has come together. With all, of course, there's always going to be hurdles along the way, but it's really just been very successful, and the community feedback and the feedback overall has been amazing so far. So, I definitely couldn't be more happy or more proud to be here. So definitely a thank you to everyone. Really just highlighting the partners, the Automotive Care, Mr. Auto. If you actually go to Mr. Auto, you use the promo code CIRCUIT, and it's actually going to give you a discount. I believe it's a 15%, maybe 20%, but I believe it's 15%. Broadcasting networks, and you can actually see your Crypto Daily is in the partners of the broadcasting networks. Again, we do have Garage Day Trader, Lone Wolf, and Volatility Trading. Definitely check out all of these individuals. Definitely a lot of great information. Cryptocurrencies, we do have Castle Coin, Spectre, and Strong Hands. Drivers, we've covered the drivers, but this is where you can read the bios for all the drivers right here. And then the racing experiences, rent a race car is really, really an awesome thing. Right now, of course, it's more difficult with everything going on in the world, with the virus and all that. But once everything clears, and I'm sure they're still open, but it is much different now. But rent a race car, basically you pay a small fee. You'll actually get driving training. They'll suit you up, and then you can actually race around the track and really just get an idea of if it's possibly a profession that you want to pursue. So definitely awesome to have rent a race car, and also their vehicles that they have. I believe they have up to 7 racing vehicles, all have the Circuit logo on them. So thank you so much to Rent a Race Car, and really to all the partners, drivers, and sponsors for believing in this cryptocurrency project. Right now, it's everyone's gonna have their idea in regards to cryptocurrency, and right now it's really people are going to be less prone getting into cryptocurrency. Of course, everyone has their own ideas, and I keep saying that, but not to pass judgment or anything. But 10 years in the future, obviously, when Bitcoin's broken over $20,000, everything is more integrated. Because if you take it back 10 years ago, where Bitcoin was just this idea that had just released, and no one really knew it. Now we go here in time, and you can see that cryptocurrency project cryptocurrency in general almost pushed over $1 trillion market. Imagine 10 years from now, and that's why I keep on saying, make sure you have your portfolio where you want it. Just really dive into this, because cryptocurrency isn't going away. You want to have a lot of knowledge and an idea of what cryptocurrency is, because this is just going to be an ongoing thing. We can see everything is becoming more just advanced in technology. Everything is becoming more streamlined. We can see Samsung has integrated a cryptocurrency wallet, which is a very big thing. So as we keep on moving forward, and we can see that these doors are opening, even more doors will open, because with Samsung's cryptocurrency wallet, especially when it releases in the US, being able to see the positive feedback from that, and people see that feedback, and then they want to profit from it as well, because everything's running off of money. So once they profit off of it, all these other companies and businesses are going to rush in there wanting to make money. This is really, cryptocurrency is truly the digital gold. It really is. There's just so much potential, and it's actually giving back authority to the people, to the population. It's not only run by one single government, or however. You can really, you have full control over yourself. In doing like a cryptocurrency portfolio, I guess really any portfolio, but in regards to a cryptocurrency, the return on investment is just astronomical. It really is. So when you're hosting this portfolio and you have whatever projects in there, there's just really so much that you can do, and again, have full reign over it. So, Circuit, there's just, again, so much potential. Very excited about it, especially in the upcoming months in regards to the hosting of races and really everything that goes into that. There's just so much potential, and I just constantly profess that, and but 10 years down the line, it's gonna be it's just gonna be really awesome to see what Circuit grows to. So definitely, and it's really exciting. It truly is. So again, Trials Fusion is being a pain. I didn't know there would be a surprise download, which I probably should have looked into it much sooner. But again, there's going to be videos that come out in the near future in regards to any type of showcasing of the vehicles. That's a really big thing, and I believe a lot of people really enjoy watching the different Circuit logos on the racing vehicles, actually being able to see them like within game, and they're truly attractive to the eye. Everything is just very well put together. There's just so much work that goes into it, and it's really awesome to see. So, but yeah, if anyone has any questions whatsoever, please let me know. This live stream possibly isn't going to be that long, just in regards to the internet connection not being the best of friends. But there really is a lot. There's going to be the newsletter that's dropping out, and this is just an overall update to the Circuit community. Look out for the newsletter. Look out to the hosted races in Forza. That's a really big thing. Goodness. Okay, so for proof of stake pool, also look out for that as well. There's really just a lot to look out for. We did break over 4,000 followers on Twitter, which was awesome to see. And it's going to continue to go up from there. So, yeah, there's, there's just, I guess there's only so many times I can say there's so much to look forward to, but I mean, there really is. Like, it's just going to be amazing to see this huge push in circuit. And I mean, there's always going to be people that doubt a project, and even cryptocurrency overall. People are always doubting cryptocurrency, even though it's the greatest return in the last decade. Even compared to, oh, if I bought Amazon stock or Netflix stock, you always see those commercials, but there's never a commercial of if you bought Bitcoin 10 years ago. So again, it's just going to be really awesome to see it, and it's really, really cool for people that are in cryptocurrency right now, and even before this, being able to see cryptocurrency just grow over time, being able to see when Bitcoin was $1,000 a coin. Litecoin, I remember, was like $3.75 a coin. So being able to see all these projects where they started and then where they are, and then being able to see where they go from there. I mean, this is the greatest investment opportunity that I believe we'll ever see in our lifetimes. I definitely stand by that easily, especially since Bitcoin, the first transaction that took place in Bitcoin was 5,000 Bitcoin for $5. If you wanted 5,000 Bitcoin today, goodness, is that $10 million or $50 million? Yeah, I mean, it's just wild. So, I mean, there's for all the stock, and don't get me wrong, the stock market has a lot of, I mean, with volatility trading, with Tim, with everything he does, there's a lot of profit when it comes to day trading. Definitely don't get me wrong on that. But in cryptocurrency, I think there's more of an opportunity for people that just want to buy the project and hold it. So, I mean, you always see HODL, hashtag HODL. But, I mean, there really is a lot of opportunity. With Circuit, you see the return on investment is just wild. You can actually see it here. And this is for only a masternode. For people that hold more than a masternode, of course, your return is going to go up. So being able to see just the calculator right here, seeing the staking, the compounding, and where you're actually gaining. And also, in regards to Circuit, when the Satoshi amount goes up, of course, your return on investment is going to go up as well. So this is just calculating where it is right now. Imagine down the line when Circuit's growing in overall value. And you also have to remember, as Bitcoin goes up, Circuit value is going to go up. Bitcoin obviously is going to go up. So it's guaranteed that Circuit value will go up just in regards to Bitcoin going up. That's not even talking in regards to the Satoshi amount per Circuit coin going up. So, I mean, it's basically, I mean, of course, it's not financial advice. I always have to put a disclaimer because, whatever. But it's basically a guaranteed investment. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. So it just makes sense. I mean, there's a reason why the Circuit team works so hard, believes in this project, and really sees so much potential coming out of it. And I mean, I've said so much throughout the years. This goes back to when I was doing the live streams through Your Crypto Daily, doing the live streams through here. I've thrown out so many analysis in regards to Bitcoin, where Bitcoin's going to be, what's going to occur. When the Bitcoin halving took place, I said it would break over 10,000. It did, and now it's pulled back and it's consolidating. I've said years ago, almost 3 years ago now, that Bitcoin's going to break the all-time high next year or end of next year. So, I mean, I have a good feeling, I have everything like good on my end. And, it really just comes down to everyone's going to have their own ideas. I'm not saying that you should trust me that I'm some type of, fortune teller and I can read your fortune. But truly just going off of charts is going to provide you so much information. I tried to do that in regards to TradingView, but it was being weird, so I couldn't so much. But when I was looking at the Bitcoin USD chart for the 5 minutes that I did, actually it wasn't even that long. I looked at it for 30 seconds, but I could already see that there was an ascending triangle, and the ascending triangle is actually breaking off around 10,000 $500. So what that basically means is there's going to be a momentum push around 10,000, 10,500 of Bitcoin. So again, right now we're consolidating. There's more news coming out in regards to Samsung, the integration of cryptocurrency, and yeah, I mean, there's just so much that's going to occur in the near future, not only for Circuit, but for cryptocurrency overall. So again, if you did miss it with Circuit Faucet, you can use promo code CircuitRacing2020. We're about to break over 10,000 community payouts, which is wild, especially not even being released for a year and almost breaking over 10,000. I mean, that's truly unheard of, especially from a cryptocurrency project that's just started from the ground and working its way up. There was no major endorsement that you see with some of these other cryptocurrency, projects, especially if you look at Tron with BTT, BitTorrent or whatever. But with that cryptocurrency project, you can see there was endorsement, obviously, of Tron. With Tron being well known, then of course with that project, it's easily going to gain a lot of notoriety because obviously Tron. So for being able to see Circuit, a project that really started with no backing whatsoever, and now seeing where it's at right now, it's really awesome to see. Peace. Thank you, Tim, so much for being here. I truly do appreciate it. Thank you. See you at the Friday night stream. So, but yeah, so being able to see Circuit, Ground Zero, and Project, not taking that out of context, but a ground project, being able to be where it's at now, almost breaking 10,000 payouts. If you actually look within the Circuit Explorer, you can see there's a lot more connections that have been placed on the Circuit Explorer, meaning that there's a lot more people that are holding the Circuit wallet, which is definitely awesome to see. We can see our master nodes. The master node amount in Circuit has gone up. I believe in a week it went up about, I think it was 40%. It's just wild. And I think a big thing really came down to Vault Watch, where I was saying that the return on investment for Circuit is astronomical, and a lot of people had this hindrance of what's astronomical. But now they can actually see, oh wow, I can actually make over 500% annual return on my master node. Amasu, thank you so much for being here. Awesome to see you. I believe your Twitter account is active, so definitely happy for you on that. That's definitely awesome. But yeah, now people can actually see the numbers and they can say, oh, I can make over 500% annual return on my masternode. That's not even including Bitcoin going up, the Circuit value going up. So with even that right there, and then you're also taking in account the masternode number. So if you actually put all of those together, I mean, the annual return is actually more than 500%. If you looked at it from a year stance of your annual return, and we're incorporating Bitcoin going up, the Circuit Satoshi rate going up, you're easily looking at thousands of percent. And I told this to someone the other day, that easily thousands of percent. Oh goodness, I hope everything's okay. Thank you so much for dropping by, but yeah, definitely hope everything's okay. But yeah, so the annual return is easily thousands of percent. And it's not even a shill. It's just like telling you this is the reason why it's this amount. I'm not pulling a Tron and just saying this is the next Bitcoin here, buy it. I'm actually showing you this is the information right here. Also, another thing that we're not taking into account, I mean, I could go on, but is oh goodness. Basically the value of the phases in the blockchain. Couldn't think for a second. But the phases in the blockchain, we're currently in the highest reward phase, 1,000 circuit per block that's basically pushed within the blockchain. The next one's actually going down to 800. People that are staking are only going to be receiving this 1,000 reward for, I believe it's the next couple of months. So I think it's possibly, it actually might be like 45 days, but once it's 1,000 circuit per block, it goes now to 800. Then people are putting less amount within the circulating supply. So it becomes, Oh my goodness. Can definitely. I don't know. I can't think today. It's basically the supply isn't technically going down, but the amount that's coming into circulation is going down. I can't think. I think my IQ dropped below 100 again. But yeah, there's so many different facets of the return that you can look at. So looking at 500 or 232 is really just a baseline right now. And again, I'm saying this, and people are gonna brush it off. Oh, whatever. And then once circuit like skyrockets, people are like, "Whoa, why didn't I listen to that crazy guy on YouTube?" So I'm really excited for circuit, and I always say this because I truly am. It's amazing to see where circuit was and where it's going, and the innovation behind it. I mean, this is the first competitive racing cryptocurrency. A lot of people overlook that and maybe not put too much thought to it. But when the racing industry, especially now that they're going from traditional over to more of a digitalized, we can see with iRacing and everything, and they want the integration of a digital currency, of course they're looking at Circuit because Circuit is a racing cryptocurrency. Of course there's Bitcoin, Litecoin, all those, but those aren't specifically made for one industry. The racing industry, in a sense, owns Circuit in the fact that this was created for the competitive racing audiences. It's something to take pride in that a cryptocurrency project has now focused on one specific audience of the competitive racing industry and really putting them on the map. I mean, we have the privacy coins, we have the security coins, we have everything like that. But this first racing cryptocurrency project is really a big thing. So again, so much potential there. Let me go ahead and take a look at trials, and it says it's done downloading, but it's not. So, oh my goodness. We might just have to cut it short tonight, and we'll put out a video possibly tomorrow in regards to, really, I mean, there's really so much that we could. But again, I want to thank everyone for tuning into the live stream. There's going to be a lot of changes that come to the live stream. If people aren't familiar, I'm actually going to be away on a trip for quite some time. It hasn't been publicly released or announced, but this is kind of, I guess, the public release or announced. So I do have a trip that's coming up. I'll be gone for quite some time, but that doesn't stop the live streaming. The project obviously won't stop. There's such a strong team in Circuit. There truly is, and but again, the Saturday night live streams. There's going to be possibly, I wouldn't say a break to them, but there's going to be a different video, I guess, broadcast that takes place in regards to the Saturday night circuit. I do want to do a different integration with the Saturday night circuit. I believe that will come to life in the very near future. But just giving everyone a heads up that, there's going to be a little bit of a change when it comes to the Saturday night circuit live streams. So there's that information. I do want to say happy birthday to Tristan. That was definitely something that I wanted to highlight. Tristan is definitely a big part of the community, and it's really awesome that I believe he tunes into every live stream. He's seen every video of Circuit, so definitely happy birthday. And what a birthday it's been. I mean, truly. I mean, with SpaceX taking off, the first one, this is the first space shuttle in 9 years. That's a big historical moment. And MG, thank you so much for being here. Just giving a breakdown. Trials Fusion is giving me a pain right now. Of course, the last minute update, that would happen. But just giving a breakdown of what circuit's going to happen in the near future. I'll be gone for a little bit. Obviously not leaving the project, but I do have a trip that I have to go on. So we're really just doing a different integration with everything. Saturday night circuits are going to be altered a little bit in regards to what's integrated within it. But I can say it's going to be very exciting what we do have in mind for Saturday night circuit. It's going to be much better than listening to me go on and on for hours. But it's always awesome to be here with the community. And You know, couldn't be more proud to be here. So. So for anyone that does want to drop their circuit address, please do at this time. I always want to make sure that we do give out circuit to the community. For anyone that may have missed it, the circuit faucet is about to break over 10,000 payouts. The current promo code that we do have right now is Circuit Racing 2020. This is all caps. So once you use that, you'll get up to an additional 500 circuit. This is valid for the first 200 uses. And I'm quite sure it's going to go very fast because I actually took a look, of all of our promo codes that we have. I just renewed them all a week ago and they're all already been used. So someone has definitely been using all of the, thank you so much MG for that. For anyone that does post their circuit wallet address, I don't know if we'll actually be able to play Trial Fusion tonight, which is actually kind of unfortunate because I was having a good time. But we'll definitely make sure that we do get circuit out. Also, there will be the $5 Bitcoin giveaway that we always do. Just doing some closing remarks right now. The newsletter will be sent out tomorrow. It'll actually be worked on for closing tonight. If anyone that did miss it, we will be hosting races in Forza 7 and Forza Horizon 4. This is going to be a really, really big thing. Being able to get drivers together, really showcasing it. I mean, it's just really awesome to be able to broadcast the competitive racing aspect of circuit. For everyone that isn't too familiar with, I guess, like the whole idea of circuit is the competitive racing aspect. But for the first year, it's really just about, you know, getting our hands dirty, for lack of a better term, but getting in there, being able to really see what's working and what doesn't work, or not so much what doesn't work, but what's getting more of a feedback from the community, and then really going from there. So, you know, being able to highlight the aspect of competitive racing. We do see that the racing, especially in Forza Horizon, Forza 7, that the circuit wrap is really being downloaded a lot. I mean, it truly is. And I mean, it's amazing to say that because circuit is still a newer project. It's not like billions of people are aware of circuit. I'm not saying that that's not going to happen in the future. I'm just saying at this moment right now, obviously billions of people don't know about circuit. And I can say even billions of people don't know about Bitcoin. But for people to actually download the circuit wrap, I mean, it just shows like how visually attractive the wrap is on a vehicle. It really looks phenomenal. It truly does. I mean, on the circuit website, we can actually see if my internet wants to stay with me, but you can see the wraps that we do have. This is an older model of the wrap that we have. The newer one, and I can actually show this on the YouTube subs that we have. We currently have 285. So thank you to everyone that is subscribed to the YouTube channel. We also do have the circuit follower count. It's over 4,150 right on the dot. So thank you so much to everyone that is following us on Twitter. Definitely awesome to see. There's going to be a lot more content that does drop on the circuit Twitter. So if you're not following us on Twitter, I highly recommend it. I truly do. There will be a giveaway that's taking place in the near future for breaking over 4,000 followers. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Switching back over to the desktop screen and taking a look at where we are in trials. Still there. All right, we'll have to do that another time, unfortunately. I do apologize to everyone for the internet connection and all that stuff. But I will say Your Crypto Daily will be hosting, or I guess I'll be hosting Your Crypto Daily. Really, really excited about that. Your Crypto Daily has been around for a few years. Granted, there has been less of traffic that's gone through there, but it's just really awesome to be able to go live and for people to give me an idea of what they're currently investing in, and really just giving any type of feedback to it. It's really not being biased about a project at that point. Everyone has their own ideas about a project, but really just about the return on investment is really just the big thing. I will look out for Twitter. I may have missed that. What is it? Yeah, again, slightly out of it today. I'm not sure if I'm getting sick or what's going on. I probably already am sick, but who knows? But yeah, I really just cannot stress enough. So excited about Circuit. So excited for cryptocurrency overall. I know projects, they want to be better than other projects or whatever. But at the end of the day, we're all cryptocurrency projects. And we really just have to stick together. I mean, we truly do. I have my own ideas about different projects, and Justin and I, it doesn't mix too well because we have different ideas that I've seen from him. And but at the end of the day, we're all cryptocurrency projects, and there's just so much potential overall. Um, I could really go on and on and on, but I know I definitely can be long-winded. Actually, I forget where it was. This was years ago. This was back when I did a lot of lone wolf day trading, live streaming, and all that. But long story short, there's a guy that told me how long-winded I can be, which is fine. It doesn't really hurt my feelings. I would rather be able to get out the idea of, hey, invest in crypto right now before you miss out. I mean, I've been saying that for years now, but if people are going to listen or not, it doesn't really, there's only so many times you can say it, and maybe people look back and say, well, I wish I did that. And people already do that with Bitcoin. I already do that with Bitcoin and Litecoin, for a matter of fact. Oh my goodness, Trials Rising is ready to play. All right, let me go ahead and switch this over to, we can see how many followers we have on Twitter, and let me see if I can actually, well, it says it's ready to play, but it says it's still downloading. Oh my goodness, what is this? Let's see if we can actually start it up. But yeah, I mean, I've been saying this for years, and there's just really so much potential. I'll stop there because I always say there's so much potential and I'm really excited. I think I just say it so much. Goodness. Yeah. All right. Unfortunately, I won't get tired listening. I appreciate that, MG. Yeah, and again, really excited for your crypto daily. So, well, I didn't even click that, and it did it itself. So, I guess that's a sign. I have no idea. But so excited for your crypto daily. Like, that's really enjoyable thing. Okay. Failed to synchronize achievements. Probably just have to do that a different day. Again, with the Saturday night circuit, it will be different moving forward. I'll probably be able to do one last Saturday night circuit before it actually switches over to a different integration of Saturday night circuit. I will be gone for quite some time. Granted, I'll still be in the project. I have to make sure I say that so people don't think I'm actually leaving the project. But I won't be in this current location in the world. But again, the project is still going strong. There's a lot to look forward to. One thing I will highlight is definitely look out for circuit in the exchange. Not so much like buy circuit now, like type deal, because like I don't do that. But there's going to be a lot of movement in the exchange. In my idea, not saying that there's some type of backdoor trading going on. I'm just saying, with all the integration that we're doing, people are becoming more aware to circuit and to the investment of circuit. That people are actually buying more circuit and want to become a part of this innovative project. So there's going to be a lot of movement in the exchange, in my idea, and my thoughts. But yeah, really excited for that. Truly am. I'm going to close it out there. This is definitely a shorter live stream, but I will say that there's going to be a lot released, especially tomorrow. Be on the lookout for the newsletter. Be on the lookout for Twitter. We're going to be dropping stuff in Twitter. I'll actually be making the video tonight in regards to showcasing the 3 new vehicles. And actually, I'm sorry, not these specific vehicles. I will be showcasing other vehicles. But we do have the 1998 Porsche 911 GT1. Excuse me, the 2014 Porsche 918 Spider, or 918 Spider, however you want to say it. And then we do have the 2018 Toyota. So those are 3 new vehicles that are broadcasted in Forza Motorsport 7. There's a lot that are actually on Forza Horizon 4. There will be a video that I will be creating tonight. More than likely, it'll be pushed out tomorrow, showcasing a lot of the logos that are and a lot of the wraps that are on the vehicles. I know people enjoy watching those and just seeing the vehicles. The hosting of the races in Forza is a really, really big thing. Really excited for that. That really just showcases Circuit and the utility and the idea behind the project. Again, if you haven't used the Circuit faucet, use Circuit Racing 2020 all caps for up to 500 additional Circuit for free. Samsung is actually doing a deal with the cryptocurrency project Gemini. This is from the Winklevoss twins. If anyone's not familiar with them, they were actually one of the first, or they are the first miners, or one of the first miners. Tony has arrived. Thank you, Tony, for being here. Just covering, we're actually doing the outro right now. But yeah, just covering everything that's happening in the near future. Saturday Night Circuit, we'll be doing a different integration, so be on the lookout for that. Again, for the newsletter, if you are not subscribed to the newsletter, it's perfectly free and awesomely free. So it's actually in the description below. All you do is click the link. Then you place your email address. You'll be getting our newsletter. There's always a promo code for free Circuit in the newsletter. So highly, highly advise and recommend joining the newsletter. Again, it is free, so what is it to lose type deal. Yeah, being on the lookout for cryptocurrency overall in the near future. We can see that the top 10, and I'll actually go back over to this, but the top 10 are not only the ones that are having a $1 billion market cap overall. We can see the $1 billion market cap actually extends over to the top 17. So that just shows you right there, this is getting big. This is going to be really, really big. I promise you the next break, the next full break of Bitcoin, the reason I say next full break is I'm not talking about breaking over 20,000, having a pullback and consolidating under 20,000. I'm saying the next break of Bitcoin, meaning that it breaks over 30,000, upwards of $40,000, is going to be huge. This is going to be a really, really big investment opportunity, and obviously not professional advice, finance guy, whatever they call it. I always have to put that disclaimer multiple times in videos, but this is going to be a really big investment opportunity, and this is truly prime time. A lot of people don't invest in cryptocurrency because they feel like they've already missed it 10 years ago, but you're going to look 10 years in the future and be like, well, I missed it in 2020. So definitely be on the lookout for this. This is going to be, I believe, the 3rd time that Bitcoin has broken the all-time high. Back in 2013, it was $1,000. 2017, it was $20,000. And then 2021, possibly 2022, it's going to be another break, in my idea, my thought. So definitely be on the lookout for that. It's really exciting. I know my portfolio is somewhat where I want it. I mean, I could definitely change it up, but Circuit is my primary, obviously. There's just like, I actually had someone ask me the other day, do you think Circuit can go over $1 a coin? Absolutely, 100%. It could easily go over $1 a coin. There's again, I always say this, and maybe I'll have to figure out a new catchphrase, but there's so much potential. Circuit over $1 a coin, easily. Especially where the circulating supply is right now. And if Bitcoin breaks over the high in 2021, 2022, that means that Circuit would go into, excuse me, I would say at the time, because we actually have to look at the different phases in Circuit, because the rewards breaking down from 1,000, then it goes to 800, and then at the beginning of next year, it'll be 600. And then I think it goes down to 500, 250. So if we actually look at that, the circulating amount that comes in daily is going to be dropping a lot, and it's going to become again not a less supply, but there's just going to be less coming in daily. So if we even took a circulating supply of 1 point, I don't know, let's say 1 point, it's definitely not going to be 1.5 billion, but let's just say 1.5 billion. Then basically, if you put 1.5 billion, it would be around the top 10. But granted, we can't look at these numbers, because if you say the top 10 right now, then you're not looking at where Bitcoin's going to be at that time. If we actually look at Bitcoin, and I'll try to click on it, my internet will probably blow up on me. It's like I'm dial-up right now. But if we actually looked at Bitcoin when the market cap overall for cryptocurrency was almost $1 trillion industry, you can actually look at a lot of projects, and a lot of projects were hitting that $1 billion market cap. That was like the sweet spot for a lot of cryptocurrency projects. I've actually said this before in the past. People didn't know what I was talking about, and at the end of the day, do I want to? How much time do I don't know. I said this in the last live stream that I would be narrowing down my analytics to this channel and possibly, your Crypto Daily when I actually go live on there. But that's it. Outside of it, I'm not going to be doing any different analysis, because it just becomes exhausting. Not saying I don't want to profess how amazing cryptocurrency is. Obviously, I talk about Circuit all the time. But it just becomes exhausting, because obviously I see the charts. I know in my head, in my thoughts, I know what's going to occur, but being able and trying to tell someone that's just truly against it, it just becomes exhausting. So basically what I was saying is, if we look over here, actually let me zoom in real quick. So the market cap at the time was about, if I can get that top tick, there we go, $320 billion. So $320 billion. We actually go back $320 billion. That means that it's pretty much double what this is. Now, granted, there's more. like literally, I could go on forever, but I'd probably die of starvation by the time that I get done. But if there's another variable that we put into this, is that the circulating supply was lower in 2017 than it is now. And what that means is that, yes, $320 billion is about, not really like double. Yeah, it's different. But the circulating supply was much less. So then once we actually calculate what the circulating supply is now and actually round it to where it would be in 2021, 2022, then the market cap, you could easily see, especially when cryptocurrency breaks over $1 trillion industry, which obviously it will, in my mind. And I always have to say that because someone's going to be like, well, does this guy know the future? If I did, I would have invested in Bitcoin in 2010, but I didn't, because I thought it was some type of in-game currency, and that happened. Yeah, definitely, MG. I am excited to do it. Like, I really do enjoy the analysis, and because Trials Fusion blew up on me and I can't play the game, and that's another thing that's really nice about Circuit is it is dynamic. Yes, we do the racing, but obviously I come from an investing background. So then I am able to provide information that I believe is useful to the Circuit community, which I think is really cool. A lot of people, don't have that. Learning how to invest is very time consuming and very exhausting. And especially the outlet that you want to go. Do you want to be a stock market day trader? Do you want to be a cryptocurrency day trader? Do you want to do mutual funds? Do you want to do Forex? On and on and on. But there's so many different ways you can go about it. And the reason I love cryptocurrency is that the investment opportunity is so large, but the thing is, you don't need a lot of knowledge to make a lot of money. You really don't. It's not like day trading where only the top 5% of people are profitable in day trading in the stock market. It's not like that. Cryptocurrency, you could wake up one day and be like, oh, that's a nice coin. Buy that coin. Next thing you know, you made $100,000, and that's how it was in 2017. So just the ability to make this huge profit from not really knowing so much in depth. And of course, there's different tiers of knowledge in cryptocurrency. But back to where I was for market cap, especially if you keep the same ratio of Bitcoin dominance to the altcoins, everyone says it's going to be an alt season, which would be awesome. Don't get me wrong. I mean, Bitcoin, a lot of people, the technology is outdated. Yes, it is. And people get really upset when you say that. But, I mean, like, obviously, it was made a decade ago. There has been the lightning speed network or whatever they call it, which made it, like, I guess more advanced, but it's still not, it's nothing compared to the coins that are like circuit, circuit speed is, I mean, I wouldn't say a million times, but I mean, it's pretty much up there. You know, like the speed is just, like circuit is way ahead of Bitcoin in regards to transaction times. And we can all agree on that. And transaction fees. So I guess we can agree on that too. But if we actually take the dominance in regards to Bitcoin and the altcoins, and market actually does break over $1 trillion, which I'm pretty sure it will, market cap of $500 billion is, I mean, that's definitely possible. I mean, that's more than possible. A market cap of $500 billion for Bitcoin, definitely possible. If we actually, and I can just do the math right here, but if we actually took circulating supply, I mean, I guess we could just take, let's see, 500 billion divided by circulating supply. I mean, we could round it to like 450. So $27,000. Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see that. And again, not professional, you know, but $27,000 per Bitcoin, yeah, that sounds about right to me. I don't see why not. I really don't see why not. I definitely know it's going to break over 20,000. That's already happened. That's not like some fantasy world that people live in that Bitcoin could be possibly $20,000. I mean, that's already happened. So with that, then we also have the break, and then of course, circulating supply, of course, will go up. So, you know, I didn't have like an exact number on that. But anyways, the market cap was somewhat of a guesstimate, I guess you could say. 500 billion, especially with 320 billion, then you're breaking over $1 trillion market cap overall for cryptocurrency. So you could put like 500 billion, 27,000 per Bitcoin. Yeah, I could see that. Now, for people that want to say XRP is going to be worth $10,000 a coin, no, never in this lifetime. Not in my lifetime. I can definitely promise that. That is something that definitely, XRP $10,000 a coin will never happen in this lifetime. Now, what I can say is, if XRP didn't have a max supply of 100 billion coins, I believe it is, then yeah, if it had a circulating supply closer to Bitcoin, then yeah, I could see XRP maybe being more than 20 cents a coin. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, $27,000 a Bitcoin, I could definitely see that. And then with that market cap going up to 500 billion, of course, other tokens and coins will follow suit. So, you know, Ethereum obviously will go up. XRP, you know, probably. Tether will still be $1. If you've invested in Tether and think it's going to go up to $2, it's not. I'm sorry. There's actually a Twitter post a while ago, but this guy, I'm pretty sure it was just a joke, obviously, but he was very upset because he invested like $10,000 into Tether because he was told Bitcoin or cryptocurrency was going to be this huge thing. And he said he invested $10,000 and it hasn't gone up any. Obviously, Tether won't. If anyone's not familiar, Tether is tethered to the US dollar. That's obviously why it's called Tether. But so, no, your Tether will not change to $2. I'm sorry. But so all of this information I just said revolves back to Circuit being $1 a coin. Absolutely. Definitely possible. Especially with the circulating supply at the time that Bitcoin breaks the all-time high. Absolutely. And I'm not just shilling that out saying that Circuit's going to be worth $1 zillion a coin. That was actually math put to work. So with all the different analysis, looking at all the other cryptocurrencies, because people don't really look at it in depth like that. They just take XRP, they buy 500 XRP, and they're like, okay, I'm going to be a millionaire now. It doesn't work that way. If you want it to be $500 a coin, it doesn't work that way. It just doesn't magically happen. There's different, there's not so much rules, but different things you have to look at. If you wanted XRP to be a certain amount, then you're basically saying that the market cap is going to go past Bitcoin's market cap. That's going to be very difficult. I mean, I'm not saying Bitcoin's going to have the highest market cap for the next 100 years. I'm just saying at this point in time, Bitcoin is like pretty much. A lot of people say Bitcoin doesn't have a utility, and I've been guilty of saying Bitcoin didn't have a utility in the past. But what I have to say is it has a utility in the fact that, well, granted, you can buy stuff with Bitcoin. But if we don't look at that, we can actually see the utility of Bitcoin, in my mind, is that it's the primary pairing. There's so many other coins that are paired to Bitcoin that is a primary utility of Bitcoin. James, thank you so much for being here. Another day in cryptocurrency life. If you have any questions whatsoever, please let me know. I'm actually just giving a breakdown of cryptocurrency and some thoughts, and of course the circuit project as well. But yeah, you just really have to look at it from an analytical point of view of does it really make sense? And also, if you're not even looking at the charts and all that, then you have to look at the idea of what's going on behind the scenes that no one else is really seeing in regards to what are the founding members doing? Are they actually holding coin? Are they buying back coin? Are they dumping coin? That's a big thing that XRP has been guilty of, is dumping coin on their community. It's not far-fetched. I definitely believe it. XRP has been very sketchy in the past, multiple times. The thing with XRP that people really gravitate to, especially at this point in time, one, it's a big coin, so there's a lot of pump behind it in regards to the community. A lot of people are forced to believe in it, and the reason I say they're forced to believe in it is back in the day, XRP, and don't get me wrong, had a phenomenal return on investment. Definitely can say that. I'm not saying that it won't in the near future. I'm just saying people that bought it, let's say in 2018 at $1 a coin or whatever, now it's down to 20 cents. They're down a lot on their investment. And they're forced to believe in it. Like, okay, I got it at $1. This is going to work out for me. It's going to work out for me. I just have to believe. And they're forced into believing in this project. So it's unfortunate. But in regards to really where everything's going to be in the near future, I really have to stress, get your portfolio ready. This is really going to be a huge return on investment. And if you even look at, let's say, into 2019, we had, even beginning of this year, we had a huge push downwards in regards to everything that was happening in the world, all the news and the virus and all that stuff. And there was a huge push down. Ethereum went down to $100 a token. I say token because it's basically based on token technology. People say coin. People even say circuit's a token. I guess people don't really have the understanding that coins and tokens are different, but that's for another discussion. But for Ethereum, down to $100 a pop, I guess you could say. But now, if you would have bought it at $100, which some people did, you would be up over 100. You would be up 140%, and that was only a hold of, I don't know, 3 months. Like, you went up 140% in 3 months. And in the stock market world, that is wow, what in the world? You don't really see that. In cryptocurrency, it's it could be better. It could be better. In my mind, it could definitely be better. The reason I love cryptocurrency and the reason I switched over from stock market to cryptocurrency is because the opportunity is just so much more than the stock market. It really is. And this isn't hating against anyone in the stock market. Me and Tim are the bestest of friends from Volatility Trading. Bestest of friends, BFFs for life. and he's really talented. I mean, he's really talented. He can really make a lot of profit in the stock market. If I was a betting man, definitely all in on him. But for myself, seeing cryptocurrency, it's really exciting. It truly is really exciting. There's so much potential, and I'm going to say the same thing that someone said in 2010 about Bitcoin. There's a guy, and I've mentioned this before in the past, that said, just buy $10 of Bitcoin. You'll get, I think it was like at the time, like you'll get 10 Bitcoin. But he's like, just buy $10. You go to McDonald's for $10. Just put $10 in it. You're not losing anything. Just, put $10 in it. And everyone's like, yeah, it's a scam. And now everyone's like, why didn't I buy the 10 Bitcoin that would have now been worth, 6 figures? Why didn't I do it? And I'm going to say the same thing. Just put $10, $25, not financial advice. Put $25 into a project. Of course, obviously Circuit is my number one, but just from the overall view of just, I guess stray from, how do I say this? Society doesn't mold us to be into cryptocurrency. It really doesn't. You go to school, you get your education, you go to this boring job you hate, and then you know what happens in the end. Maybe you'll make retirement. I guess that's just the idea of what society's groomed you for. But really, just take control of your life in the regards of financials. Like, really just put your faith in something that people seem or make it seem it's like obnoxious, like, oh, cryptocurrency, everyone, blah, blah, blah. But, just $25. Just $25. You just don't go to McDonald's one time if that's how much you spend at McDonald's. Maybe Taco Bell. I don't know. But $25 and see what happens. I'm not going to lie. There's someone I know. Might be me, might not be me. But, looking at different projects and, easily made 100% in, how long was it? Was it like 2 weeks? I think it was like 2 weeks. But yeah, there's just a lot of potential. There's a lot of potential for return on investment. Definitely be on the lookout at that. So definitely check out your Crypto Daily when I go live. I'm going to be going really hard into the analysis. Definitely be on the lookout for that. There's going to be a lot of information that you'll want. A lot of people make money off the knowledge that I have, and not saying, oh, I'm the biggest and baddest thing since sliced bread. I guess that's what people say. I don't know. But I'm just saying there's a lot of knowledge and a lot of years that I've put into this stuff to be able to share to people to help them improve their lives. I mean, really, like, you want to. Money is a happiness. It's freedom. That goes back to lone wolf day trading. And that's really true. Money isn't you're not going to be happy with money. I promise you're not going to be happy solely off money. It's not going to make you happy. But the freedom does. The financial freedom truly does. So really just tune in for that. There's going to be a lot of information. It's probably going to happen this weekend. Not sure when, or I'm not, no, next weekend. Not sure when, but definitely be on the look at it. Yeah, definitely MG. Yeah, I mean, truly, like, not like basically to the point of begging, like, just really just take a chance, like, truly, just take a chance. If I would listen to the person that told me back in 2010 about Bitcoin, actually, I think it was 2011. No, it was 2010. It was 2010. Was it 2010? Oh man, I can't remember if it was 2009 or 2010. But yeah, basically told me about Bitcoin, and I thought it was just some in-game currency for a game. I didn't think it was something like this. But if I would have just put $10 in it, things would definitely be different. I mean, it really would. You put $20, $25 in it, $50 into $100. Coinbase used to do the where you could purchase a package for $100, and there was like some Bitcoin, some Ethereum, some whatever. They don't do that anymore, but it's a good idea, like a starter pack. I will promise you though, in my mind, I just have to say this: your greatest return on investment isn't going to be the top 10 you see here. That's not your greatest investment. Your greatest investments, your greatest return on investment is going to be the younger projects, obviously Circuit, that are younger, like Bitcoin was at one time, and that are just expanding now, like Circuit. That's really where your return on investment is going to be. Like I can just guarantee you that if even if Litecoin went to $400 a coin, $470 a coin. Let's say Litecoin goes up to $470 a coin. That's 10 times your investment. You know, people would be happy, I guess, with 10 times. I'm not happy with 10 times my investment. That's definitely way too low. No, I definitely didn't put all the time into this to get 10 times my money. That's definitely not worth it. The primary projects, and this is not excluding Circuit, because obviously Circuit, if we actually went off $1 a coin, oh man, I mean you might be like oh man, without doing the math, I think it's like over 1,000 times your investment. But excluding Circuit, projects that people like to invest in, you would want to look at 100 plus times your investment. That's safe. 100 times your investment is a good round amount, and it's not far fetched to say that. It's really not, especially what we've seen in the past. XRP was once 0.007 cents, less than a penny. It goes up to $3.84. $3.84. I have my own ideas about XRP, but looking at just the investment point of view, that shows you really how much money you can make in cryptocurrency. It's just like, it's wild. You wouldn't know what to do with all the money. But yeah, the top 10 you see right now, that's not where your primary return on investment is going to be. Bitcoin, no. Even if it goes up to $27,000 a coin, which obviously it definitely could, we did the math, that's only 3 times your investment. Three times? That's no. I personally, or trying to think how to say it. I wouldn't. It's really hard to do it, and you're not trying to do financial advice, but basically, Bitcoin would not be my primary investment. I know a lot of people are really ecstatic about Bitcoin, and I like Bitcoin. Don't get me wrong. Circuit's paired to Bitcoin solely, so that's a really big thing in itself of why the return on investment is amazing for Circuit. That's how we'll keep it. The only thing else we'd be paired with is like USD or Tether, but no pairing with Doge or Litecoin, not happening. That's just protecting a lot of people's investments. So, but yeah, 3 times your money for Bitcoin. Ethereum, I think was once up to like $3,200, if not more. But still, no. Tether, no. Obviously, Tether would not be the best return on investment. I will say though, Tether and other stable coins are really useful if you're wanting to put money into your portfolio, but you don't know what you want to invest in. They're really, really useful for that. Especially if you foresee a crash, and not so much a crash, but a pullback, I guess you could say. Stable coins, very useful. Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV. A lot of people don't know Bitcoin Gold. Again, I'll cover more of this in your Crypto Daily, but just giving a background. And because Trials Fusion crashed on me and I can't play the game, I felt bad, so I'm giving everyone some analytics. But Bitcoin Gold, a lot of people don't think about Bitcoin Gold. That's actually the third splice. There's actually more, but that's the primaries. You actually have Bitcoin 2. I don't know. People will invest in Bitcoin 2 just off the fact that it says Bitcoin 2. Oh, it's the next Bitcoin. Wow, I found it. No. Yeah, so Litecoin, a lot of history there with Charlie Lee selling all of his Litecoin, but, he has a Litecoin Foundation, so we should all be happy, I guess. Binance will continue to grow, but no. The top 10, even the top 15, not the greatest return on investment. I'll stand behind that all day. Not saying that you wouldn't make money off of it. You would make money off them, but it's not worth the capital that you would put into it. No. So, But yeah, so just giving an idea. Really excited to go live with your crypto daily to do more analysis. If anyone would like to see a full analysis on the circuit channel, please let me know. Uh, oh wow! Congratulations, Jim G. That's awesome. That's definitely awesome. Yeah, and see that that's the thing. Like, there's so much like you don't see that in the stock market. You might see it in penny stocks, but it's normally like a pump and dump scheme. But with cryptocurrency, it can be a pump and dump scheme, but more than likely, there's a greater chance that it'll continue to go up. And the thing with cryptocurrencies opposed to stocks is the pairing. With Circuit, like I said, it's paired with Bitcoin. As Bitcoin goes up, Circuit automatically goes up with it. It doesn't have to change the Satoshi amount or anything. Bitcoin goes up, Circuit goes up, boom, done. But with the stock market, it doesn't work that way. There's no pairing. I mean, I guess you could buy it like with currencies, but it's not paired to the currency. It's not Forex or anything. So there's just a lot of variables that come into play when it comes to the return on investment, how much it will actually go up. So, but yeah, if anyone would like to see a full cryptocurrency analysis on the Circuit channel, please let me know. It might be something we do in the future. We actually did analysis with volatility trading in the past, which was actually really fun. It was definitely awesome to have a stock market trader looking at cryptocurrency charts. Definitely a good time. Everyone has their own ideas of, Circuit should only be racing. And I understand that. Don't get me wrong. It is geared, obviously, it's geared towards racing. But that doesn't mean that we just hide and delude the fact that we have so much information and professionalism behind different, really just the analysis. And we do have partners as well. That doesn't mean that we just, we hide behind the fact that, we're only racing. Like, don't get me wrong, we're primarily racing, but, there's so much more to Circuit than just the racing. There's just so much talent. So, Circuit is a great investment. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Circuit's definitely a phenomenal investment. It really is. I definitely 100% on this. Really excited for Circuit in the near future. And everyone will see that when Circuit goes up. And it's not really like I'm bitter. Like, people will see when it goes like not so much the bitter, but somewhat, like everyone, has their doubts about whatever, but it's going to be nice to, when Circuit really just skyrockets, like it'll be very rewarding. It'll be very rewarding. We'll put it that way. It's not bitter, it's rewarding. Always being positive. But yeah. But if anyone would like to see a full analysis on cryptocurrency, please let me know within the Circuit channel. I will be going live on Your Crypto Daily. I'll actually probably message the owner tomorrow in regards to actually setting a time and a date. It's going to be really exciting. I'm really excited for it. Thank you to everyone that has tuned in to our live stream. I really do appreciate your time. Thank you so much for being here. If there's anything that you'd like to see in the near future, please let me know. We will be hosting races within Forza Motorsport 7 and Forza Horizon 4. The Saturday Night Circuit, as I actually mentioned earlier, will be integrated in that way. There will be changes that come to the Saturday Night Circuit live stream. So that's definitely something to look forward to. It's really going to be huge. Really excited for that. And, I always say it, can't stress it enough, but there's just really so much to look forward to. In Circuit, in cryptocurrency overall. If you don't have a portfolio, get a portfolio. Can't stress that enough. So much potential in the near future. And I know people will blow no, not cryptocurrency. I only deal in mutual funds. I guess if you want 1% in the next 10 years, do a mutual fund, but no. But people won't listen. They're not going to listen. But when Bitcoin breaks the all-time high, they'll listen. That's just how it is. And it's no reason to be discouraged. Just continue doing what you're doing. Just words, I guess, to really live by. And this is actually said, really, I guess, everywhere. But if it was easy, everyone would do it. And I know that's oversaid. But it's true. If it was easy, everyone would do it. But that's really just what separates and what weeds out people that are really passionate about what they do. They're going to put in the long hours and the long late nights. But if it was easy, everyone would do it. Words of advice I got from my dad and this is, of course, the words I get from my dad are always off the wall, but how do you eat an elephant one bite at a time? I know it sounds weird, but if you think about it, how do you go about completing a large task? Just, one thing at a time. You could look at this huge thing like circuit. You could look at circuit. Oh man, we got the faucet. We got to do all this. Oh man, there's so much stuff to do. Oh man, overload. But at the end of the day, you just one step at a time. One step at a time. I had a mutual fund, but it's down. Yeah, I had a mutual fund back in 2016 or 17. And that's why I got into day trading. If anyone hasn't heard the story, basically I was in a mutual fund. I was really excited. Wow, I'm making money, whatever money that was. But I made $40 in a month, and wow, $40 in a month. I'm really excited. But then my friend came to me, and I was telling him about, yeah, man, these mutual funds, I made $40 in a month, man. And he's like, yeah, man, I made I think it was $750 in a day. I said, what? What? And he's like, yeah, man, day trading in the stock market, you make money. And I'm like, I'm gonna have to try the stock market thing out. So yeah, then started the journey of trading in the stock market as a day trader, and wow, that is difficult. It's difficult being the top 5%. People say 10%, but it's more likely 5%. But yeah, day trading in the stock market, you make a lot of money. But people ask me, do you think I could do it? I don't know. It's not everyone can do it. If it was easy, everyone would do it. You'll make a lot of money, more than you would make in any other profession. Well, unless you want to do something like that you shouldn't be doing, but you make a lot of money. So that's really what started the whole investing analysis career of yours truly. So there's just a lot to learn, a lot of potential, and I just urge people to really get into cryptocurrency. Just start small, $10. The $10 you would use at McDonald's, and I know it sounds cheesy, like, oh yeah, the $10 at McDonald's. No, seriously, if you want to go to McDonald's, instead of going to McDonald's, put $10 away and act like you went to McDonald's. That's seriously something. You just have to start that way, and it's worth it overall. You really just have to find cryptocurrency projects that are truly worth it. That's a big thing. You want cryptocurrency projects that are going to be transparent, that actually tell you really what's going on. They aren't just saying during the whole live stream, buy our coin. Did we also mention buy our coin? You should buy our coin. Those are probably the projects you want to stay away from. The ones that are just saying buy our coin every 5 seconds and then have a commercial about how to buy their coin. Don't get me wrong. You want to, honestly, Circuit has never projected where to buy our coin. I think there might have been once when we actually got listed on Byrick, but other than that, we've never talked about where to buy our coin. Is that a downfall on our end? I don't believe so. And the reason I say that is because I think it's impressive that we're not just telling you to buy our coin. I'm giving you the reasons. We give the reasons of why this project is going to be amazing. And really just showing the transparency and really just being genuine about the project. Instead of trying to shove down a coin buy this coin now, it's going to be the best thing, you're going to miss out. Yeah. Yeah, buy crypto instead, definitely MG, yeah. Trust me, I mean, as you said, you made double on the amount that you got. So I mean, imagine your $10 at McDonald's could turn into $20, could turn into $40. It's just really exciting. It truly is. And, I keep saying it, but get your portfolio ready. I actually said this 3 years ago, get your portfolio ready. But, I don't know. People are going to listen. People will listen. And, you know, and it's funny. And this is something a lot of people don't think of. You could look at these big professionals. Those are the ones people are going to listen to. Look at that guy in that Lambo. Oh, my gosh. I'll be a billionaire next. Those are the ones that you more than likely don't want to listen to. They're just trying to sell you a program, make some money off of you. They don't care if you succeed. That's how it is. It's a harsh reality. It's a hard world. Get a helmet. And I hate to say it that way, but like seriously, like they don't care if you make money or not. And don't get me wrong, nothing's 100%. So maybe there's one guy out there I've never heard of, but overall they do not care. You look at these stock market traders. They have these chat rooms. They make a lot of money. And if you look at it, they're using the chat room to make profits in the stock market. I'd have to go back and like actually cover all the analysis and actually how trading works to like truly give an idea of how they do it. But that's what they do. But if you actually look at the smaller channels on YouTube, volatility trading, garage day trader, the smaller channels, not saying they're small, but they're smaller opposed to 1 million subscribers. Those are the guys you want to listen to. Those are the ones that are truly striving to build up their community, get a good reputation, and they'll show you every single thing that you need to do to make money. Those are the ones you want to listen to. Now, granted, you always want to be weary of like the small, like really small channels in regards to like the guy that has one view and he's telling you that you should invest $1 million into a mutual fund or something off the wall like that. But you can normally pick out who knows what they're talking about. But those are the guys that are really going to bend over backwards to help you. Again, really wanting to help the community, build their base, build their reputation. Those are the ones you're going to learn a lot from. Volatility trading covers everything in regards to the stock market. We're currently covering cryptocurrency. I can promise you the information that has been given during this live stream could easily be, you could easily make a lot of money off this information that I've given. Like I said earlier in the live stream, the information that I give makes people a lot of money. And that's not even being like I'm the best, the biggest, baddest, or whatever. That's just being honest. Like people make a lot of money off of what I'm saying now. But the thing is, they listen. A lot of people don't listen. So, again, it's really just about obtaining financial freedom. Truly, really excited for Circuit getting bigger. The project's increasing. The social media numbers are increasing. A lot going on. But yeah, I believe that's it for the live stream. Truly thank you to everyone that has tuned in. There's definitely a lot going on. Really excited for Circuit. Upcoming, we do have the hosted races in the near future. Please be on the lookout for that. There will be a giveaway in the Twitter in regards to 4,000 followers on Twitter for Vault Watch. I definitely recommend all you do is getting started, going to analytic reporting. You go to Vault Watch right here. Vault Watch is going to give you an idea of the staking return for your masternode, for your compounding stake. There's a lot of great information in regards to the white paper. You have the Explorer, the website, GitHub, all the exchanges listed here. So again, great information. Be on the lookout for video that is broadcasting the new Circuit wraps. They're just beautiful. They truly are. Dan does amazing work. Really amazing to see what he'll do next. Thank you to the fellow founders of Circuit. We have Digi, we have Dan. Thank you both so much for your hard work. I truly do appreciate it. The community really appreciates it. Thank you to the Circuit staff, amazing staff, very hardworking. Couldn't be more happy with the staff that we do have. And thank you, of course, to the Circuit community for believing in this project, for being here. I promise you that we will not let you down. That's something that I'll stand behind. This project will not let the community down. A lot of people do believe in this project. A lot of people have invested in this project, and there's a lot that will be coming for Circuit. So thank you so much for that. And just be on the lookout for a lot that's going on. If you aren't subscribed to the newsletter, it is free. It's in the description below. You can just click on the link, put your email address. Once you subscribe to it, then you will be getting information. Also, there will be a promo code to the faucet. For anyone that has not seen the faucet, actually use promo code Circuit Racing 2020. Circuit Racing 2020 is actually going to give you up to 500 additional circuit. Goodness, I'm trying to think the promo code. Yeah, I'll have to think on that. What was the monkey wrench? I'm trying to think what that promo code was used for, because I know someone in the comments is going to say, why does it say that? I forget if that was someone that we were affiliated with. Goodness, I'll have to figure it out. I'm going to think on that too long, but I know there was a, I don't even know if that was for a circuit faucet or for a different faucet, because I don't know if it actually caches all the promo codes that you've ever used. But yeah, that was why that was there, to clear that up. But use Circuit Racing 2020 all caps. You can get up to 500 additional circuit. I'll go ahead and refresh this. If my internet will stay with me, it feels like I'm on dial-up right now. And it fell. Perfect. All right. If you have any questions whatsoever, please let me know. If I don't get to it in the live stream, please place it in the comment section below. I'll definitely make sure to get to it. Again, thank you to everyone for your support. It's more than appreciated. Circuit will definitely not let you down. I can promise that. So much coming in the near future. This racing season, of course, has been a little odd because, excuse me, with the virus and everything. But the next racing season, I'm sure everything's going to be more cleared up. And, of course, there's going to be a lot more innovation that's brought to Circuit. So Circuit, the first competitive racing cryptocurrency, is definitely a landmark. We've made history multiple times. First cryptocurrency project to sponsor an iRacing event. Obviously, the first competitive racing cryptocurrency in the world. There's just so much that we've done in Circuit, and so much that we will do in Circuit. So, you know, again, really excited for it. Truly am. Thank you to everyone that has tuned in. Thank you so much for your time. Again, if you have any questions whatsoever, please let me know in the comment section below. The next Saturday night live stream may be next Saturday. It may change depending on the racing, the host racing, and all that. But we'll make sure to keep everyone updated in the Twitter. If you don't follow us on Twitter, it's at Circuit Society. Definitely follow us on Twitter. There's a lot of information that is pushed through there. And if you do want to see a live stream that is purely focused on cryptocurrency analytics, please let me know. If the community wants to see it, then we'll definitely do it. It's really awesome to be able to broadcast the different talents that we have in Circuit on the Circuit channel. So there might be something else that we do. And yeah, I mean, there's just so much potential. So, oh goodness. Thank you so much to everyone for their time. I truly do appreciate it. And we will see you in the next one. I believe that's it. Yeah. All right, everyone. Stay safe and take care. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. If it's not Saturday, then it'll be around that time. We'll make sure to keep you we'll make sure to keep you updated on the Twitter. So again, stay safe and take care. Thank you.